Hey everybody, Mntdewmania here, and welcome back to, that's right, the 10 Can Challenge. Guys, I'm so sorry. I meant to do this at the first of the month. If you watched videos I've posted lately, you'll understand why. But without further ado, let's get into this. If you do not know what the 10 Can Challenge is, and hopefully I'm not lagging too bad, and I think I left my cursor on showing up in the video. I'm sorry if I did. I was doing some Minecraft and stuff, but that's okay. You can comment and tell me how bad of a player I am. But if you have never stopped by my charity, what I do is I am trying to collect cans of food for charity. And I am probably one of the strangest charity drives in the whole world where I do not want money. I want cans of food. And what I want you to do is to pick a game. Any game you want to pick. I love doing it Slither.io. One, I have talked to the developers, and they do not mind me playing their game for their charity. I like it because it's easy, it's fun, it's colorful, and it's easy to set up a scoring system. What I do is, for every minute I can record, I can stay alive, I donate 1 can of food to a charity in my own neighborhood, my own town. A food bank. A lot of churches in my area have food banks. There's a couple of homeless shelters. Sometimes there is like a tragedy. There's a house fire, or I hear about somebody that's lost their job, and they're not working, and families and communities will get together and help them out, and that's where the cans of food go. Now, I want you to think about what you eat in a day, for a dinner. And think about how much, okay? Your mom is cooking, and she makes some chicken or pork chops, or just opens, some cans of soup, and y'all have soup and grilled cheese or anything like that. Sooner or later, there is going to be a can of food or a box of food or some rice or dried beans cooked in your house. Okay? And if you will look at the weight of a can, a lot of cans, especially the bigger, like chunky soups and things like that, run from 12 to 16 ounces. That's a pound of food, folks. And a lot of cans of food weigh a pound. That's where I got the idea for the very first one I did. I wanted to raise a ton of food. 2,000 cans or 2,000 pounds of food. And a lot of people joined in. Corey X Kenshin, we had a chance to kind of talk, and I subscribed to him very early on. I was like number 700 and something, and so I asked him, would he do a video? Taste Gaming has done a video. Nicole BW has done it. People from Canada have done videos. People from Egypt. They did not have a food bank to give to. They gave to a refugee camp and gave bags of rice, 1 pound bags of rice. This last one I've been running, a friend of mine, Connor Calvin, if you watch my videos, he comments a lot on my videos. He knew somebody that worked at a warehouse and stuff and could get bulk food, and he got some huge discounts and donated what came up with 10-pound bags of rice and 10-pound bags of beans, and like pinto beans, dried beans, navy beans, and with cans of food, donated over 1,000 pounds or 1,000 cans of food. My goal for this year, for every year that I do this, is always a ton. 2,000 pounds or 2,000 cans of food. And we are already over halfway there, thanks to everybody contributing. I do want to keep this fresh on everybody's mind. That's why I decided to do one video a month to promote this charity, to promote just, playing a game, having fun. It doesn't matter what game, it doesn't matter how you score, and donating cans of food to somewhere in your neighborhood. Somewhere right now, I guarantee you, somebody you know is having to rely on a food bank for food. And if you are a parent, you know exactly where I'm coming from. Whatever it takes to put food on your table for your kids is what you're going to do. You're not going to tell your kids, I've got to go to a food bank to get food for us this month, but your parents aren't going to tell you. People in your classroom aren't going to tell you. People in your church aren't going to tell you. They're worried, they're upset, they're embarrassed that they have to ask for help. Some people are very proud. They do not like to ask. It hurts their pride that they have to rely on somebody else to do what they should be doing. But sometimes circumstances happen and there's nothing you can do, folks. Your house burns down. There's nothing you can do. You can suddenly lose your job. I lost mine back in April. It was due to health problems. I missed too many days and I got fired. But things like that come out of the blue. Some people, a lot of people nowadays live paycheck to paycheck. They do not have the luxury of having a nest egg back or savings back. You got kids, you got bills, car, things happen. Do not ever think that you have to feel bad for having to ask for some help. Do not, think that you have to, but don't belittle people for having to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's unfortunate that people have to do it, but it happens all the time. I have been to a food bank for my kids. When it comes to putting food in your kids' mouths, you are going to do exactly what you have to do that. And that's why people organize. That people want to help people. You just got to reach out and accept it. But you also have to reach out and do it. You have to pay stuff forward. That's where we break down, I think, sometimes. I don't have to help. Somebody will. How many somebodies does it take? You know what I'm saying? And I am a big believer in paying it forward. If you go to a food bank, when you have the means to help somebody else, you pay that forward. Do not ever forget any kind of goodwill that was done toward you, and you pay it forward. And I have been to food banks, and I know what it is to have to swallow your pride and ask for help. Sometimes you have to. When my husband had his open heart surgery, I was petrified about how we were going to live without him working. Me just working part-time. You do what you got to do. So do not ever think that, you are alone in that. You are not. So I want everybody to just kind of realize that there are people right now in your neighborhood, in your family, who are struggling and just need that little extra help, at the end of the month when the money's not there, the bills get paid, but, food might be a little skinny this month, a can of food can feed a couple people, 3 people. I buy green beans, like the no salted, and sometimes the grocery store runs a special and I can get 5 cans for $1. And I can feed, you can feed a can of vegetables, that'll feed 3 people for a meal. If you got 4 little kids, that's going to feed 4 little kids. They're going to have a little bit of food in their stomach because I went to the store and had $5 and got some cans of food, and it might be double coupon day, or you can end up spending $5 and getting 20 cans of food. That's a lot of food, folks. That's a lot of food that's going to help a lot of people. And you did that. You know what I'm saying? You helped people eat. You did it. And I guarantee you right now, if you were to go to your parents and say, Mom, can we go through the food cabinet? And I mean, I noticed that you bought maybe too many cans of green beans, or too many cans of corn, or peas, or carrots, or whatever it is. Could we give 5 or 6 of these to a food drive, to a charity? Could we do that? And I guarantee your parents are going to go, what? Oh, got me. Dang it. So, yeah, there you go, guys. The 10-can challenge, I lasted 11 minutes and 45 seconds, roughly. So we'll call that 12. There is 12 more cans of food for charity. I do have a GoFundMe for this, but it is for people that do not have something in their area that they can give to. I did one of these 10-can challenges for Toys for Tots, and a couple of guys were from the UK. Well, Toys for Tots is run by Reserve Marines, and they don't have that over there, so they wanted a way that they could donate, and that's how they did it. I'm not asking for money. I'm asking you to play a game with your friends. Any game you want to play on a computer, board game, yard game, whatever it is, figure out a way to score, and I want that to be how many cans of food you donate to charity. Okay? I have a Facebook page. I have, all that will be in the description below. Hashtag 10-can challenge. I dare you to take the challenge. And I want you to ask your favorite YouTubers to take the challenge. See if they will. Yeah, there you go. So, until next time, guys, this is Mntdewmania. 12 more cans. I'm going to post it on my Facebook page. Thank you, guys. I will see you next month. I'm so out of here. Later, all.